In today's video, we're going to use a calendar, postage stamps, tickets, some type of card, and a digital to make 4 beautiful embellishments for our first mini challenge in the challenge for January 2021. Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here with the first mini challenge in the challenge for January, and we are going to be making 4 card embellished card bases, and we get to use a calendar piece, a ticket, a postage stamp, and then you can use a digital. Okay, so this is your chance to use a digital. And I am going to be using the new 1915 antique calendar digital from the Dear Julie Etsy shop. And I just want you to know that, well, with all the events yesterday, I did not get my thing posted. But 6 years ago, yesterday, I started my Etsy shop. Now, I didn't put anything in it for a long time. I had like 3 things in it. And so just in the last 2.5, 3 years, the Etsy shop has been going strong. And so I wanted to celebrate that because, you know, find something to celebrate every day. So I wanted to celebrate that with 50% off all digitals that are in the Etsy shop. So all digitals in the Etsy shop through January 11th are on sale for 50% off. So let's go ahead and get into this. So what we're going to be doing is we need 4 of these embellishments. You can, okay, so you must use a card for the base. It can be a Project Life card. It can be a panel card or postcard, a time card, a recipe card, an index card. So I have some colored index cards. I have some white index cards. There's another recipe card. There's another time card, recipe card, or a greeting card. Okay? So any of those for your base. Then you are to use a calendar piece. And so I'm going to show you, last night while watching the news, I went ahead and I cut up my large barn calendar. So this is the small barn calendar, and the large one is just regular calendar size, but it had all these same images. And I'm going to show you what I did with it. So there's 12 of these. There's this medium size image there. Then on the back you get the little ones, and you get this here. Okay, so I took my large calendar. Okay, so here's the back of the large calendar, what's left of it, because I've used some of the pieces. Here's one of the little pieces. The piece that was up here on this edge of the calendar, I've gone ahead and flipped it over and made like a matchbook style place that you can write. I cut out several into pages, and so I have some where I want to be able to see the whole barn. Look at his face. I liked it that it had a face. Some of them have flips. This one, this is what we had, and so I love that, and that. I mean, I just was like, okay, yeah. So there's another flip, and here's another flip, and you see these are going to be upside down. I actually like calendar pages inside journals to be able to write. I like to be able to write little things in them. So I chose for all this set to have a flip out. They could end up with a flip flop in them, or who knows. So the next one, I just went ahead and cut this one to be a page, And then from this side over here, I cut that to be a tag. This one, again, I'm thinking for the center of a signature probably. I actually think this maybe for a belly band, because you get this and you get this and there's this big open space there. But this could also be writing space, so I'm not positive yet. And this is another one. Now this one, we've got this, and that looks good all by itself. And this, and with the truck behind the tree, I thought that was really cool. And then the top of it there. So this one, I love this. I think that page is awesome. And I flipped this one up and we'll have a pocket. So I flipped this one up and we have a pocket, and we have that beautiful image. And I think that this one will be good. This image is good by itself, and this image can hold its own as well. And so that's how I went ahead and did this. Now this, I'm thinking top tuck, because if I did a top tuck and then I put something in here, you still have the image of the barn down here. Love it. Love it, love it. And here is our last one. And so this one, you have the image here and the image here and the pocket. And, you know, I'm thinking because of the flag, I'm actually going to turn this the other way. I think we want the whole flag to show. I don't think I want to break the flag up. Okay. So that is how I kind of took apart this calendar. Now the large calendar, it had these pieces, and so I still have these pieces that I can use in the journal somewhere. Okay. Now those pages where I took them apart, I went ahead and I just folded these pieces, and so I've got all these pieces that I'll be able to use in the journal as well. Okay, so this is my stack. I'm going to put these, I'm not going to be using a page right now, so we'll put these back here. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with a recipe card. I really like this. And I'm going to want a barn image. Ooh, look at, I like that. I think we'll go with that barn image. And then we need a ticket. I have these red tickets and I have a green ticket. I think we'll do the yellow. Okay. Okay, and an image. Okay, we're in the kitchen, so let's see what we have. Yeah, we do have a kitchen postage stamp. I am going to go ahead and cut around the outside of my postage stamp to get it to look more like a postage stamp. And this one says Canada on it. It might have come from Joyce. I'm not sure who it came from, you guys. I get happy mail from Canada every once in a while, so could be from any of those. Okay, so we have our card base, our calendar, our ticket, our postage stamp. We need our digital. So like I said, I'm going to be using this calendar. It's the newest digital that I have in the shop. Okay, so these are all sayings. You get like 27, 28 sayings, something like that. Peace be around thee wherever thou art. May life be for thee one summer's day, and all that thou wishest and all that thou lovest come smiling around thy summer sunny way. Okay, I think we'll go with that one. So we'll go ahead and I just need the saying, I think. Okay. So this, I actually own this little calendar. I think it's really, really cool. It's a little tiny flip calendar. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut around the way that this is set up. Okay, and I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put this on here, and let's see. I want something to help to hold that. If we go like that. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to miss, for some reason it bothers me if the peak of the thing is not seen. The peak of the barn. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that so that it's up. So I have my ticket and my stamp, and I am, okay, if that's like that, yeah, I can fit that down in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my stapler to put this on. And I'm using gold staples in my stapler. So you can use any type of digital that you want. You can go ahead and, let's go ahead and put this down. Very strange. Glue is just like not here. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue around the edges of this. And I know that I want it to come down here. I want to be able to see those cherries. Okay. So we're just making the card. The card can end up being, like, it can come over and become a pocket on a page. Okay. So we want this so that that will go down. Okay. And of course I'm going to make this be a pocket because I love pockets and I cannot lie. So I'm going to just put my glue on the 3 edges. Now that doesn't mean that we have to use the pocket. Okay. I like the way this rickrack looks down here on the bottom. Okay, so we end up with a pocket. And we can go ahead and flip this open. You can write in here. You could add another pocket in there if you wanted to. Okay, let's make sure we've got our card base, our calendar piece, our ticket, our postage stamp, and our digital. Okay, all on our card base. Okay, and that is ready for our journal. So next I have an index card, and I actually have this really cool colored index card. And so I have lines on this side, which I think is going to be great for journaling. And then I think I want to use the little barns. And so this one has some orange in it. That one has a little bit of orange in it. That one has a little bit of orange. That one's beautiful. I think we're going to go with this one. Okay. Oh yeah, I love, 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 love that. Okay, so how are we going to put this in? Now, can go ahead and cut that, or we could have it come down and be a pocket. I don't think we need the pocket. I think we want the picture. So let's go ahead and trim this down. First, I want to get the hole off of it. Okay, so we're going to just basically put the picture on this to start with. Okay, so let's see what kind of edge we need. So we're going to go ahead and mark this with our fingernail. Okay, so I've marked it with my fingernail where I want to cut this. Okay. So there we have this beautiful, beautiful picture. I love that. Love that picture. Okay, so I, of course, am going to make this a pocket. Do I want to make it a pocket from up here? Now again, let's go ahead and, for reference, okay. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to make this one a pocket. I know. You're shocked. Because I love pockets and I cannot lie, but I'm going to go ahead and just make this one the image. Okay. I'll put this down here. Okay. When I was reading through those quotes on the calendar, there was one that had something about a brook or something like that, I think. So, oh, we're not straight. Okay. Calendars are a great place to get colored images for your journal. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. So we'll go ahead and take that. And add that. So this is our digital. So we're going to want to play with that. And then our ticket. Okay, so we have that. And our stamp. So I have this one. We've got the cart over here, and we've got a cart here. I just think that might be kind of cool. It might have been, if I was doing a pocket, it might have been cooler to have this cart stamp on the tag that was going to go in there, but we're not doing that. So this time you're just making the 4 items. So basically you're going to be collaging onto, probably going to be collaging onto your thing here. Let's see. We have our calendar piece, our card base, our ticket, our postage stamp, and our digital. Okay, so we've got everything. I'm going to go ahead and put those down. So, and then by using all these pieces, you know, because we suggest that you use at least 3 things on a or I suggest. The requirement is usually 3 embellishments on an element. 3 embellishments on an element. Okay, and then you can go ahead and, now your ticket, I could have made a pocket here and the ticket could go in the pocket. I did not do that, but you could. Okay, you can make a little pocket and your ticket can go in the pocket. Let's just go ahead, we'll just put this on here. I think it's going to be kind of cool to have these sayings. I won't probably use all the sayings. Now the really cool thing is if you like, now this page becomes part of, because I've used a piece of it, this becomes part of my pile that I'm able to use in my journal. Okay, so this page, so far I can use this page. And okay, it doesn't mean you get to use the whole digital kit. You get to use the digital page that you've used. Okay, so there's that. I think it needs something else. I'm going to just add from our doily. I think it needs something that's connecting these two together, or maybe it needs a piece of this. So this is our garment. This is the shirt that I use. I'm going to go ahead and rip off a piece, because I just think this just feels like it still needs something. Do you ever do this? Just try and figure out what should go on here. I'm thinking we'll just grab this little piece. Put that right in. Yep, I like that. Add that right in there. You can sew this on. You can staple it on. There we go. Yeah, I like that much better. We're bubbling up a little bit over there. Okay, so that is card number 2. I'm so glad you joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know it is a pre-recorded video, but we use the premiere format, so that means that if you're here at the 10:30 premiere, that we have a live chat. You are invited to join us in that chat by hitting that button down below and coming on over and introducing yourself. Say hello. You can ask questions there. It is a great tool that we get to use, and we are here every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. We also have our Facebook group, Scrap All About It with Dear Julie. You are welcome to join us there. It has lots of fun. You can post your projects there, and also there is a free digital in the file section waiting for you while we are home, safer at home. And this week we are celebrating the anniversary of my Etsy shop, Dear Julie, and all digital kits are on sale for 50% off. So check that out, and let's get back to our program. So we have 1, 2. Okay, so next let's do a time card. So are you enjoying this challenge? Have you started yet? If you are new and you're curious about the challenge, you can go ahead and check out the details video. It's in the description. It's listed in the description box down below so that you can find us. So you watch that details video and then go ahead and follow the directions. Okay, so there we have, this is a time card, okay? I'm going to go ahead and, you know what if, okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull this part up, make a pocket out of it, okay? Pull this up, make a pocket, make sure we're straight. Okay, then we're going to put our trees in here. Okay, we're going to cut this where I said I was going to cut it. And that's primarily because we want to get to the top of the tree. So that's where the top is going to be. We'll come down here. And I'm just measuring with my thumbnail. And we're going to go ahead and cut that as well. Line it up on here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and, because there's lines here, so I want to keep the lines that you would be able to use those for journaling. Sometimes I'll use that part because of the great like texture look to it, or just makes a great background for a collage. But this time I'm going to go ahead and use it in this way. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put this down. So there's that, and we'll have this great pocket. Okay, and a place to put your name. If you want to put your name. Okay, postage stamp. Let's see, what do we have? We have this cart. I think that would be kind of cool. We have pears. We have a yellow ticket. So we've done our base and our calendar, and then we need to pick out a digital. From this one, oh, I like this. Wesley's rule: do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all times you can, to all the people you can. We're going to use that one. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut this one out. I think we'll go ahead and fussy cut around this one. It took me a long time to get started today on this video. I just have so much on my mind. I couldn't get myself to get started. Now that I'm started, I'm like, yay! I'm having fun. So, we had visitors last night, which they're part of we call it our quarantine, our neighbor children, brought us king's cake. So, if you know that ritual for the Epiphany, and they brought us king's cake, and I ended up with the baby Jesus in my piece of the king's cake. They made us grandma hot chocolate, or abuleta, I think it's called, hot chocolate, and they had it all made and ready, and they brought it over to me and Tom, and we finally got a chance to exchange our Christmas gifts, and we call them our neighbor children. They're the same age as our kids, and we enjoy their company. They are a great help when Tom needs help with a project or something. He's our go-to guy. You know, the majority of our friends have moved from the area, and so anyway, it was awesome. So they brought us that. We enjoyed it. Opened our gifts. And yeah, okay, so we have our ticket, our digital, our card, our calendar, and we need our stamp. And so for the stamp, I think I'm going to go ahead and I am going to grab this little barn. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. It will fit in here, and I'm going to put the stamp on it, okay? So I'm going to cut this down just a little on the sides. And this was from the back cover of the large calendar. Okay, so that'll fit in there. And I think we'll go ahead and put the cart on it. And we'll cut it with the postage scissors. Now, if you don't have any canceled postage stamps, you can make your own. Okay, so you can take an image and put it down on to, I'll show you here. We'll do one real quick here in just a second. We'll do a homemade postage stamp. Okay. So this time, instead of putting all the collage on there, I went ahead and put part of the collage on the little insert here. We didn't really lose any of that by doing it, and I love it. I love the way that turns out. Okay, so since I've kind of made this into a tag here, I think I want to go ahead and I'm going to cut a piece off the doily this time. So I have this piece. Just figure out how I'm going to add it to the, like that. So it's kind of, let's go to the side. It's okay. It doesn't have to be to the center, right? Okay, and I am going to go ahead and staple it. Okay, so there's our third one. And for our fourth one, we are going to use a greeting card. Okay, and we don't need this up here. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take the center out. Okay. So let's cross here and go like this. Okay, so straight edge, straight edge. So this is my next card. I could use all of that, which I can use it anyway because it's card. And so we have this beautiful Are you yawning or are you talking? This beautiful house here, and we have a house blessing. The beauty of the house is order. The blessing of the house is contentment. The glory of the house is hospitality. The crown of the house is godliness. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll cut this one out. Okay, so I have that page and that other page that I'll be able to continue to have things from it. Okay, so there's that. Love it. I guess we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, okay, so house blessing, we're going to add that there. So for our calendar part, it's up here. Okay, so these medium-sized ones and this one are about the same size as this. Just so you know. You know what? I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it across here. And we'll cut it up here. And we're gonna go around the barn. So we're making a tuck out of our barn. I love it. We're going to just add this in. And I'm going to put this in the sewing pile. I'm going to actually sew around the outside of this, okay? So, but as you know, my sewing machine's not set up yet. So I will have this, and on the back we'll have a pocket that we can put something in. But we'll sew around this here, maybe even a couple of times. Okay, so now the other thing is we want this to stand out. So I'm looking to see what we have. We can put that on calendar page. We do have this as well. Okay, I like that. So we're going to put that on this. So this could count as your calendar piece if you were just going to stack this onto your calendar. That counts. It is a calendar piece. But I like the barn. Okay. And I'm going to go way down because I don't want to lose so much of that. Okay. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and have it have a pocket that comes out the side. We'll add that on. So we had all these different types of cards you could use, and greeting card was one of them. Of course, greeting card is also something that you can use in your journal anyway. So now we have this little pocket over here. It's a little bit too too big for that, but the ticket will fit in there. Okay, so that will count for our ticket. And I'm going to go ahead and put this little barn on the back. Make sure we've just got one page here. And we're going to turn it into a postage stamp. Okay, I'm going to use my postage stamp scissors. If you don't have postage stamp scissors, you can use zigzag scissors, or you can just use straight scissors, or you can rip it. Sorry, having trouble with my thumb. Okay, so that gives me, so remember, if you don't have a postage stamp, so you can take this, you take your image and you put it on a second image. Okay, and you could, this could be a straight image in here. I want the, so you can do it either way. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. And I actually should have done it in the other, with this cut out straight and this with the stamp. But that's okay. I didn't do it that way. So I'm going to put this here. It'd be like if I had taken my pears and cut them with the postage scissors. Or taken the stamp off. Okay. And remember, you don't have to put things on straight. You can put things on at an angle. Okay, so this is our postage stamp. We have our calendar, our card, and our digital, and we're going to put this on our ticket. Okay, so we will have done all the requirements for our mini challenge in the challenge element. Mini challenge in the challenge, you can make it, and it does not have to be for your actual journal, but I came up with it because sometimes there's things that we want to put in and we can't because it doesn't fit within the challenge guidelines. So this gives us a way to get some other color, or possibly, you know, just some other stuff happening. But mainly so that we can use the items that we have. So for this particular mini challenge in the challenge, you're able to use a digital, which is helping you to bring some things in. And then I just am wanting to be able to show you other ways you can use your calendar. Okay, and your postage stamps and your tickets and things like that. Okay, so that gives us our 4 elements. We have our card, our calendar piece, our ticket, our postage stamp, and here I was pretending like I didn't have a postage stamp, so I made one, and our digital. Okay, so if you don't have a digital, but you have like a copy of something, or you can use an image from a book page. Okay, but many people were asking about digitals, and so many had been saving them to be able to use them. So there you go. You can use them in that way. Okay, so there's our first one, or our last one. And then we have this one. We used a time card and we flipped it up, added our calendar image, added our ticket, our digital, another calendar image, and our postage stamp. This one was our index card, okay, with our calendar image, our digital, our ticket, and our postage stamp. And then we just added that for some more interest. Here we had a recipe card and our digital image, our calendar image, and this we made into a flip, and the ticket and the postage stamp are holding it in place. We also, on this one, we do have a pocket that we can add something in over there. And you know what? We happen to have something that we can add. Well, we'll add something. Okay, so we have a pocket over here where we can add something. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I love it. So those are the 4 card elements. Remember, you can use, there's several different kinds of cards that you can use. And I think that this is going to be a really fun challenge. Cannot wait to see what you make. Make sure that you post your pictures of your finished elements in the mini challenge, in the challenge number 1 in the January Just Junk Journal Challenge 2021. Also, the deadline for this is on the 11th of January, and the sale on the digitals is also through January 11th. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to add some more an embellishment video up here, the January Just Junk Journal 2020 playlist. So that will give you some ideas, and that is the challenge that I made my garden journal that I'm going to be using. This is going to be a perpetual garden journal that I will continue. I've got some other things in here to add to it. But this was made in last year's Just Junk Journal, and you can see I have actually been using it. I love it. I love it for having places that I can put little bits, and I also remember things by color and stuff. So and then I still have lots of room to be able to continue to add things to this. Onions. There's the onions, starting onions. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so that playlist, it has how I did all this. This was my linen last time. This was my garment. It was a skirt, I believe. And so all these different things. So that is going to be right up here. The January 2020 Just Junk Journal Challenge will be right up there. And a garden without seats is unfriendly. I see this and it reminds me of my mom. I love it. So, yeah. So there's my gift bag from last time. And got some sewing pattern here. Goldfinch. And I actually did, on some of those, I took the whole story about it because it was going in my garden journal. I was like, okay. So I added signs of nutrient deficiencies and Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. Dr. Martin Luther King. I even used, remember this was for a garden journal. So, yeah, I think this is pretty darn cool. Yeah, so check that out. And make sure you comment over there if you go and you watch any of those videos. It does let me know that you commented, and I love that. So this cover was made out of the cover of one of Tim Holtz, I think it was the Wildflower Vellum, and it has made a great cover. It just made a great cover. So there you go. And it's very full, and I love it, and I use it. Okay? So, yeah, so go check out one of those videos. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.